Hi everybody, MessHazel here with Shamlyn on Hopemont, and the island is a big mess, or I guess I should say an empty mess, because we've been working on things to get ready for our 20-acre island decorating method, and we have, oh my goodness, there's Hornsby. Let's see what he wants first. I was just trying to decide what to play next. Hey, Shamlyn, you want to play a treasure hunting game? It sounds fun. Yay! I'm going to bury the treasure somewhere on the island. Do you already know the treasure hunting rules? Yep. You don't have as much time to search, so it might be hard. Ready? Good luck. Okay, well, it might be hard because, there are a lot of things buried on the island. Okay, so it might not be hard to find them, but there are going to be a lot of fossils and even gyroids around because we've been trying to get ready for our 20-acre island decorating method, and one of the things could possibly be gyroids. And we don't have any, so I've been... Well, that was it. Second try. Nice try, Hornsby. All right, let's run back and give him this gift, and we'll see what we got. Hooray. I was saying, anyway, whenever I find a gyroid piece, I've been burying it around the island so that if we do get the gyroid selection on our acres in the future, that we will at least have a few gyroids to work with. All right, Hornsby. Cool, you're a treasure hunting master. Okay, give me the treasure so I can open it. Okay, here you go. Cool, here we go. And the treasure is... Ta-da! You won a robot hero tee. Here you go, Shamlyn. Thank you, Hornsby. Man, Shamlyn, that was a lot of fun, huh? It sure was, but I am not going to change out of my coat because it's a little chilly today. Anyway, so we're getting ready for our first acre, and since we had the number 5 on our pattern for doing the acre method, this bottom right corner is our first acre. Now, it does take part of the resident services in our acre, but we can work around that. And fortunately for us, it does have a lot of beachfront. See all this? This is extra land that we get to use in our acre because I have marked the acre's corners, back corners, all the way back to here, and front corners all the way over to here. So we have all this extra land if we want to use it to expand. And if you saw the last video, I think we talked about our first acre, and it was, let's look at our chart, it was 16S with 1 cliff height, and 16 is the campsite, and S is a magical forest. And so we're going to have to move our campsite up here. I'm not exactly sure where yet. We're going to have to try to decide, but I thought instead of just regular trees that I would want to do something a little more magical and use the big vines. But now here's the kicker. I don't have any big vines. So I've been collecting the little vines because it takes 25 vines to make one big vine. And so I have sent out a help cry to some of my fellow gamers, hoping to get some vines in the mail. And we have yet to do that. But I thought I would also use the glowing moss, and I have a pattern that I found that may be perfect for this magical forest. So I'm going to put on my project hat here and start some construction so I can see if the path I chose goes with these glowing moss. I also wanted to check real quick, since I have my shed over here, if I have the glowing moss pond or if I'm going to need to make that again. So let's see. Where would that even be? Let's see. I had one vine bench that will probably be appropriate to use, and if we do get a boodle of vines, we'll be able to make some of those extras really quickly. Otherwise, it's going to take us a while to get the vines to finish this acre, but we could get a good start on it. And I may put some ruined arches in there too. Just supposed to be a magical forest, and I wanted to see if I had the glowing moss pond. And I may use some of these baobab trees. Stick some of those in my pocket just to see. But I don't know where the glowing moss pond would be if I had one. And so we'll just look around here for a minute. I don't think there's anything else that would be appropriate. And I have plenty. Oh, look right there. There it is. The glowing moss pond. Hooray. All right, let's get out of here. Okay, so I've got my project hat on. Let's go ahead and put the glowing moss pond down. Oh, cool. All right, and then we're going to put some of this glowing moss down. We can just plant it and always move it, but I wanna just see how it looks with the glowing moss pond and some of these patterns that I had chosen before I even started the 20-acre method. I had chosen this one pattern, so let's see. Custom pattern. See, look at that. That might look okay. That might look okay. Let's get the plain one and throw it down. I don't know, it might be too brown and too plain. But the edges are something else. So let's see, let's throw some edges on there. Gives it a little character. And then if we were to pull this over, push it down a little bit so it covers the edge of that. Oh, didn't go far enough. That doesn't look too bad. I don't think we can plant on top of that. Yeah. Okay, so, well, and that would give us a really good path. The only other path that I have right now, since I wiped out all my other patterns, is this rocky one, which might not be too bad either. We'll have to decide. We'll just have to decide. Anyway, so I have some vines, 25. That's enough to make one of the large vines. But I'm not going to make a large vine until I decide for real if I'm going to do the glowing moss or not. But let's go ahead and throw one of these baobab trees back here just to see how they look. Oh, yeah, well, whoa, they're so tall. That doesn't look bad though. Whoa. We do want a magical forest. We don't want just regular trees. So we're going to work on it. We're going to definitely work on it. I've already been over to the Happy Home Academy and got all the vines they had. So I was definitely low on vines. But we are going to work on that. We do have one thing that I wanted to tell. And that was, oh shoot, two things. I did not buy turnips this time, and I really, really should have. Because our price this morning was $1.53. Let's run in there real quick and see what the oh, it's not afternoon yet. It's still $1.53. Duh. Okay. So, a funny thing, because on our list, we had put Sally in the acre that was supposed to have an autofill villager. So we stuck Sally over there, and Sally has decided to leave. And so I've decided not to use my Nook Miles to buy tickets so much for an island person, as we're probably going to let this autofill. And that will cover the 5th acre whenever we have to do that. The 5th acre has to have an autofill villager, so we may as well do that. I do have some tickets in my pocket, so I was going to run over to a couple of islands just to see who's there, but also to look for vines. And I don't know if I've ever found vines on an island, but we're gonna go look because we're in desperate need of them. So 9 times out of 10 we're gonna let that autofill. Our pockets are almost empty. We're gonna run in here and see if we can find any vines on an island. Special request, Orville, please send us to an island with vines. Okay, we're going to just use, I think I'm still holding the tickets. Would be. We want to use our Nook Miles ticket. Alright, we're going to get in the sky sooner or later. Here we go. Well, it looks like they've sent us to a bamboo island. I doubt there'll be any vines here. I don't even see any any cliffs. Okay, well, shoot. All right, well, phooey. Anyway, so getting back to our 20 acre island decorating method, we already have set things for the 20 acres that need to be there, and then we had 26 choices of themes for each acre, which I have already matched up with the number. So I choose one number from the list of 20, I choose one letter from the list of 26, and then match them up. And I've decided that I'm not going to decode them until we are ready to do the acre. So on acre 1, of course, we chose 16, which was the campsite, and S, which was the magical forest, and we had Shamlyn roll the dice for the cliff height, and we have 1 cliff height that's required for that. So la-ti-da, here we are. We're going to go ahead and pick up the rocks. Oh, and there's there's the occupant of the vineless island. So we're not going to even worry about that. We're just going to pick up a couple of rocks. I don't think I want any bamboo. We have bamboo growing on the island, so we're not going to even worry about it. These flowers are nothing to worry about. So we're going to go back and we're going to get another island. Okay, so here we are on our second island. I do see some cliffs, but I don't see any vines. And there, it looks like there's a spotted dog over there. I don't know who that is. Never met them before, I guess. So we'll go and see. I sure wish they had vines on these islands. I sure could use some vines. Who are you? Portia. I confess I thought I might never run into anyone else here. I was starting to feel like a castaway on a deserted island. Then there you were. What a relief. Anywho, I'm Portia. It's a pleasure to meet you, Shamlyn. So you're visiting all the way from Hopemont, are you? Lovely. Well, I do hope this island lives up to our expectations. I suppose there's only one way to find out. Yes, but I'm afraid I am not hanging around. And you're going to be here by yourself after all. But that's okay, because we're going back. We're going to take an autofill. Just because it's a requirement for acre 5. We just wanted to try to find some vines. And we did not find any vines. So I'm going to cry because I just wasted 2 tickets. We're going to go home now. Alright, here we are back on the island. I took the liberty of getting my construction hat back on and getting the rest of the baobab trees. And let's see, and the vine. I think I have the vine chair over here. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're just going to work on getting some of this situated, and maybe we can decide where we want the campsite and get it moved. So I'm thinking, let's see, let's take a look at this acre. We're going to have a cliff height. And so I thought, I'm probably going to put the cliff back here. So let's go ahead and do that. And I believe this was on the inside corner, so we're going to go ahead and start right there. And I thought I would just do maybe a whole row of waterfalls back here with no ponds underneath. I'm not sure. It's something I'm going to try. We'll see. And so we go all the way over to here, but I'm not going to carry the wall over there. I think I'm going to leave like a little back exit. Oops, we didn't want to knock that down. There's something about the switch too. Whenever I'm digging up flowers now or trying to do any excavations, I seem to get it wrong a lot. And it's so much sharper and clearer. I don't think you can put a waterfall on one block, can you? I'm gonna leave a little cubby back there maybe. Let's see. Alright, so we need our ladder. Let's get up there and see what we can do. I tried to, you know, plan something out, but it's so hard to figure what to do. We'll go ahead and see how this waterfall looks. Yeah, we need to definitely back up. Oh, can't do it on it. Can we do it here? Okay. We just have to make sure we're back far enough. The magical forest could have waterfalls. Oh, goodness sakes. See what I mean? Pay attention. And I'm not going to be able to put one there, but I could put a little one here. No. No? No, it's not going to let me even put one there. Okay. So, alright. We're going to have to decide. Let me pick this up for a minute. See if we can push this back. I don't think I... Oh! Hornsby's already over there enjoying the waterfall. Let's push this down. Okay, and then we'll go ahead. Hornsby, are you here to help? Because we sure could use it. Let's go ahead and get our pathway. And we're going to say... I think with the yellow grass this looks okay. Of course it's not going to stay yellow all the time, but we can work with it. Let's see, do I have a... I do not. I don't have a curved one like... a single one like on the rocks. Maybe we could put the rocks coming out here. Just like it's a separate little pathway or something. Back to the secret little cave. We're going to need to turn it. I don't know if that'll go there. Not there. See, I'm so bored. I can't do it. Let's push this a little bit because we need to get our path in there. Okay. And then we'll go back and get our curved path. That one goes right here. And then we'll need to get the straight one. And go right back over here, and we'll curve it back down, and we'll take it somewhere. Because we can fill that area in with the glowing moss. I think we'll go ahead and just end it here for right now. And then we can get some glowing moss, which I have 2 left. Cool. Alright, so the two glowing moss can go right here. Hornsby, what are you doing? Alright, now we're going to push this out. And then we're going to slide it down if we can. Hornsby, we've already talked to you. If you want to help, then you can start helping. We'll put you to work gladly. So I'm going to move this big tree down here. We can still get back there. And it'll be like a little secret path in the woods. We'll take these up right now. And so we're going to use as much of this beachfront property as we can to make our forest a little bit bigger. And we're going to have the entrance kind of over here, so we can do maybe some of those archways. Let's see, these vines I'm going to pick up. If we had a lot of vines, we could put them along the cliff. I'm going to go ahead and stick the vine bench over here. Oh, and I did pick up a mossy garden rock and let's see, and a double rock. So the mossy garden rock right there. Let's see if we can push it back. Yeah, that'll go back. That's not too bad. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and keep putting our pathway down. And we can put some holes and we can put some curves. So let's just go ahead and do some filling in. There we go. That's the edge. And all the way to here. And so we can start laying the foundations for our path, and we can even do some holes. Let's see. Because we have these, and that's going to make little holes. So we'll put one over here too, and then we'll come back and we'll do this one, which will have to be here. And then we'll choose this one, which goes here. See how it's going to make a hole? And then we'll choose this one to go here. So we'll have a couple of little holes in the ground here. So where will we place our campsite? We're going to have to pick up these weeds again because they are going to be placed around everywhere. Oh, will it not plant where the... Oh, phooey. Okay, so it's not going to plant where these pathways are, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and put one here in front of the rock. Yep, and we'll continue to work on that. So we have our cliffite, and we can just fill the top of that with moss, and then we'll continue to work on our pathway. But where will we want our campsite? I think probably we might just put the campsite kind of right in this area. So let's go get our move registered with Tom Nook. All right, Mr. Tom Nook. We want to do some work around here. We're going to have to move the campsite. Which building did you want to move? Well, it's the campsite. We have 10,000 bells to move it, so let's do it. Thank you. We don't need anybody's permission. Okay, so I think that's probably going to be the best area. Let's see how it will look. I need to go back one. Okay. Let's imagine it. I think that's going to be okay. Let's do it. Great. And then tomorrow that'll be up. I'll work on the pathways. And we'll put down some more trees because obviously it needs to look like a forest. So we're going to have a couple of maybe the archways in here to help set the mood for the magical forest, and then we will also get some more glowing moss in the glowing pond down. Let's see, we're going to put a tree right there. That looks pretty good. And then we're going to put another tree about right about here. Do I have any more? Yeah. going to have to obviously get a campfire too. And I don't know if it belongs in a magical forest, but we're going to have our toaster over there too, because we can't go in the campsite tent until we pop the toast. Of course, this is Hopemont after all. Okay, so let's see. Put down some more glowing moss just for effect. And we'll get some things that help us. Now, where are we going to put the pond? That's another question. It should be near the campsite. And maybe over here by this rock. Let's try it. I like that better. That could be right by the campsite. Right by the hole. If we pull it forward, it might be too much. Nope, I kind of like that. Because we might do holes all around it. And make it look a little mysterious. And we'll leave some yellow grass in here too. Oh, Hornsby, thank you for your help today, bud. You little weirdo. Let's see. Let's try a few things out here. That one might go. Well, let's ignore that and do this again. Yeah, and then you put the block. It has this corner right here, and that kind of swoops it together. Oh, I like it. Nice. And then it's always so interesting doing a path. Yeah, so that's gonna work. That's gonna work really good, and we can make maybe even some puddles in here to go with the holes that we leave behind. And then this one needs to be this one. And this one needs to be this one. Aha! Yeah, that's going to give us a nice area behind the campsite. We'll continue working on these and making our pathway. That's going to be so much fun. And I think, well, this is kind of magical enough. I may put some stars and one of the moon chairs. We'll have to see. Once we get the path laid, we'll just have to see. But for right now, let's go ahead and take our helmet off. Let's go ahead and take our construction hat off. And Shamlyn will run over to her house and check her mail to see if anybody has sent her some fines yet. Don't hold your breath, but we'll see. I got this Moroccan tea table the other day, and it was so funny because I thought it was so pretty, and I don't know if I've ever had it before, so I had to have it, and I've been carrying it in my pockets, and all of my neighbors keep trying to get it from me. Same with my laptop also. I was carrying a laptop, and everybody seemed to want my laptop. You know, I'll trade you for a t-shirt, I'll give you, you know, 500 bells or something. I'm like, nah, no, I got that to give to somebody. I think I did finally give it to Bones, and he appreciated having the laptop. So nobody's getting my Moroccan tea table. I'll find a place for it one day. Anyway, let's check the mail. Oh, just from Callie. Let's see. She's talking about her chores. And then she sent us a gift. I saw something in the store that I liked, but I thought it would look so much better on you. I went ahead and bought this because I want to see if I'm right. If you do like it, I'd love to have you model it for me. Let me know, Callie. Well, Callie, let's see what you sent. An elegant dress. Well. Wow, it doesn't exactly go with our hat, so we'll take our little hat off. There. Well. I guess it's all right. We could try our hero tee on. And our cowboy boots. Long sailor skirt. That doesn't really go either, does it? I guess we'd better just go ahead and change our clothes. Let's see. We'll take off the tee. We'll take off the boots. And we'll find something appropriate to wear. How about just this casual sweater? With the gray skirt, looks really good. We'll go ahead and switch over to these round glasses. We'll put on some little socks. And maybe these Mary Janes. Does that look cute? We'll try it. Anyway. So we've been trying to do a lot of Nook Miles points, and so we've been working real hard on our Nook Miles. We still, after buying 2 tickets, we still have 22,000 Nook Miles points, and we have some things to turn in. Now, one of my goals today is catch a sturgeon. They are at the mouth of the river. We do have 2 places where we can find these. I have not found one yet, though. So we still have DIY, spend bells, chop wood, and pop balloons. And that's a good thing because one of the choices on there, and I don't know if we'll have it or not, is balloon items only. So if we see a balloon, we need to start collecting those, and maybe we'll start collecting them on the very last acre, which is where we moved the museum, since the museum was sitting on our first acre. So we moved it back here. So maybe we'll start putting our balloon items back here. And that way, if we do end up with that choice that says balloon items only, and that was Z, if we do have Z in one of our acres, we will already have a supply of balloon items to choose from to put on that acre. So we are trying to plan ahead. There's one of my gyroids that I've been collecting. Let's go ahead and get our bucks here. We have $30,000 from the money tree. We still have some things to take down. And we have been working. Oh, there's Punchy. Picking up sticks. Hey, Punchy. Oh, where'd you go? Yay! Are you out for a walk? Let's chat. I love long walks. They keep your feet entertained. Shamlyn, I heard some folks talking the other day. So, you like novels more than any other kinds of books, is that right? I guess so. Novels, huh? Man, I don't know nothing about that stuff, but it feels real you. You gotta tell me all about novels sometime. Okay. They're just pages. It looks like CJ's here and Doc is in a tizzy. Oh, I'm glad I ran into you. Feels like I've been looking for you forever. But any time off my couch feels like forever, so it might have only been a few minutes. Anyway, I found that thing you were looking for. You know, the skeleton? Was I looking for that? Huh? Maybe it was a dream I had. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell dreams and, not dreams apart. Oh well, ain't important, 'cause it's yours now, Buckety Ball. Oh, thanks. Anyway, if I was dreaming or not, I hope you like it. Well, skeleton. I don't know that we'll have a place for a skeleton, but we'll keep it in mind. I'll probably end up putting that in the shed. Oh, speaking of shed, duh. You know, when they started talking about the update and how you could up your inventory to 7,000 and then to 9,000, I realized my inventory was still at 3,000 something. So I paid Tom Nook 900,000 bells to up it to 4,000, and then I had to pay 1,200,000 bells to up it to 5,000. So I've got a lot more space in my inventory. I guess I just never paid attention, and I knew it was getting, filled up, and I thought, that's pretty sad, and I started getting rid of stuff, but now it's up to 5,000 and it's only halfway full. So, duh, I wasn't even paying attention. So we're going to go ahead and put some of this stuff into our... Oh, I have one more tree. We'll go ahead and throw that over there, and we'll leave the glowing moss over there. We're going to go ahead and put that skeleton away. And there's that tall garden rock. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put those away. Let's run back over here and put another baobab tree down, since this is supposed to be a forest. We'll put it right here. And then we'll drop this glowing moss. And we'll drop these vines again. And then, I'd like to have this run through, so I may have to move this over. I'd like to have that a run through so that I don't have to keep going down to the beach. But let's see where we could put this rock. Oh, I can't even get through there. So that might have to move down and out a little bit. Which means I'm going to have to move that hole. Let's see, let's put the rock right here and see what it looks like. Oh, no room to put. Oh, because of the tree. The tree takes up a lot of space. We'll go ahead and put it here. It's just going to sit there. It could kind of be entrancey. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to use those archways either, but we'll have to get some out and try. Do you think that's a magical forest? Do you think it's going to be magical enough? Like I say, I think I'll get the moon chairs maybe, and put them in there. I don't know. We'll have to really test it out and see what it's going to be because I have no clue. And I've got 2 of these crescent moon chairs. So we'll go ahead and throw those over there too. Maybe we'll put one right here as you go behind the tent. Push it right up to the waterfall. That's kind of magical. Yeah, that is kind of magical. Then we'll put the other one here. We're just going to move them all around anyway, but we'll get them set down. And I think I want this one to turn. There. Yeah, so we'll get a path around it, and we'll continue working on this. This is our first acre of our 20-acre island decorating method, and it's going to be winter themed, sort of, all the way throughout, here and there. And I hope you'll join me as we progress through our acres. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we are going to have to really put our thinking caps on and get this done. And hopefully we'll have more vines so that we can make this really a magical forest. So join me again next time. I hope you will. As usual, we'll be here waiting for you. Bye for now. Please join Shamlyn and her neighbors, Twiggy, Doc, Filbert, Hornsby, Dom, Bones, Gail, Callie, and Punchy, and a soon-to-be autofill member. Hopefully it's a good one. Cross your fingers. We'll see you soon. MessHazel out.